am Leon, the Jokester's wife. I just wanted to welcome you guys and thank you for coming out. Also, just a quick backstory. He has retinitis pigmentosa, so he is legally blind. He is completely blind in his right eye, but has some vision in his left. But he is here to inspire and to make you guys laugh, so I hope you guys have a great time.
Burgundy Place! Make some noise! Wow, man. This is like my 13th retirement home show, but this one is really special because it's been here all of this time, all of these years. I've been here since '04, and back then I could see. And man, I always wanted to do something at Burgundy Place, so man, good things come to those who wait, right? Okay, so here we go. Quickly, before I get started with the jokes, because I know that's what you guys came for, you didn't come for me. And so I always like to start with some ground rules. This is the serious part of the show. And so the first part, I want to break it down for you. The ground rule number 1. I'm not going to be up here all night because I know it's past some of y'all bedtime. All right, because I can smell the icy hot right over here. I don't know who has it. Is it you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
See? I call it, what's your name, ma'am?
Florine.
Miss Florine? Oh, wow, man. No wonder the teeth are so white. Miss Florine. I love it. Someone else, name?
Connie.
Miss Connie. Man, my babysitter name was Miss Connie. Are you her?
I don't know, am I?
You could be. What were you doing in 1966?
I didn't children.
Okay. Maybe it's a different Connie there. It's a different Connie. But thank you guys. And then rule number 2, at the end of the show, I'm gonna need $100 from everybody. Because I'm a Christian comic, so there will be an offering time. I'm just playing, man. I did a retirement home a few weeks ago and did that joke, and one of the ladies sitting in the front said, "Ma'am, is he serious? Did you hire a comic to come and take our money?" I said, no, I'm not going to the David L. Moss for anybody. And then rule number 3, before we get started with the real jokes, is if you have to use the restroom or you just don't like my jokes and you get up and go back to your room, it's fine. I'm blind. I won't even know you left. Okay, so Burgundy Place, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put that right there, man. I feel at home. But if I trip and fall, I will sue this place. It'll be the Burgundy Place for the blind. Yes, it will be. But my grandmother went on to be with the Lord, you guys. And so she always told me whenever I start a show, always start by giving a compliment. So looking around, I have to say, y'all sure do look good tonight. Especially Miss Connie up front. Yes. You got the green outfit on. I like the green. All green, even the green glasses. I'm just colorblind. I'm sorry. You understand, okay. But yeah, don't feel sorry for me though, man. This whole blind thing happened 3 years ago. Don't worry about it. I'm only blind, except on payday. Yeah, on payday. I can see my check from the White House. Yeah, that's the only time I can see. Because President Trump already owes me 40 acres and a mule. So I want to make sure that my check is right. All right, man, so here we go, man. Because I know my mom, she always told me, you guys, she said, you're not going to agree with everybody in life. I said, okay, I understand that, Mom. Just like I don't agree with the person that parked the Cadillac in the handicap spot when you guys knew we were coming. And so I don't know whose Cadillac that is, but Miss Sonia, you call the repo guy and get that moved for me. Thank you, man. But it's all good. Thinking about cars, anybody here still have their driver's license? I didn't think so. We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. It's all good. Don't feel bad. I'm right there with you, man. We're in the same Titanic boat tonight. Okay, and so I was at the DMV not too long ago, and they revoked my license, man. I can't take my son to school anymore. Can't take my wife on dates. Why? Because they revoked my driver's license. Can you believe that? Talking about I'm a horrible driver. Yeah. I said, if you don't like how I drive, stay off the sidewalk. That's how I see it. That's just how I see it. And so I was a case manager for 8 years. Anybody in here ever done case management work? Yeah, good. Yeah, because it's horrible. It was horrible. Yeah, I did that for 8 years, man. But I loved, the part that I loved, I worked for a company called Care Dynamics. And I even worked for a New Leaf. And shouts out to them, except for when they fired me. Yeah, it's all good, man. I love working with people with disabilities. I just didn't know it was contagious. Yeah, but one thing I've noticed about Oklahoma is there's a lot of gun laws and all kinds of different bylaws and gun laws. So the world is getting kind of crazy. So don't worry, I got my license to carry. Yes. Because it's scary out there, man. You just never know what may happen. And so, do you have your license to carry too, ma'am? Okay, I didn't think so. I was about to say, Miss Sonia, we don't have to get some metal detectors. Yeah, let me find out you guys are packing in here. Okay, and so one of my first jobs, when I moved out here in 2004, I worked for Victory Christian Center. You guys familiar? Yeah, the big mega church, yeah. That was my first job. Shout out to Pastor Billy Joe and now Pastor Paul, who took over the church. And so it was tough, man, being a janitor, because they had me cleaning that big old mega church. And let me tell you, it was so big that when I first started cleaning it, I was white. Now look at my skin. It was a dirty church. You remember, Connie, it was clean back in the 60s, but not anymore. Okay. And so it's all good, man. But I encourage people, I like to inspire people, man, get out there in the community, do things, that are fun. You know what I'm saying? It's not the end. A lot of people thought it was the end of the world for me because of the vision impaired. And I said, no, I'm gonna get out there. I can't drive a car, can't ride a bike, but I can walk, right? I can still walk, which is a blessing. So now, I'm working with the police as an eyewitness. Yeah, criminals lined up, everybody's going to jail. Because I can't tell who's guilty or not. I can't see them. So it's all good. Yeah, but that's why I'm writing the White House a long letter. I'm gonna say, dear President Trump, I want better eye care, better benefits, because I believe I deserve it, Because I believe that it's time that we make the human eye great again. Because blind lives matter. Let me hear you say it, blind lives matter. Again?
Blind lives matter.
That's right, man.
Woo!
Man, who's that back there?
I'm Sherry Reyes' daughter.
Oh, that'll work. We got family in here.
That means my cookies are done. I gotta go get them.
Go get some of those and bring them back. Chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, we're going to take a little break because we're going to have cookies on the way and some milk. And so we'll start this thing back up in 30 minutes. You guys wait here. If you already took your medicine? Okay. All right. Well, just stay put. Sonia wants me to stay put, so I'm going to stay. I'm going to keep doing the jokes, man. I forgot I'm working for corporate now. So it's all good, man. I want to say happy belated Father's Day and happy belated Mother's Day because I didn't get a chance to come by. And so, can you guys give it up for yourselves if you're a mother or a father? Man, nobody's having kids anymore? Okay, there we go. And it's tough, man, doing Father's Day for me because when I was growing up, I didn't see my dad. And now that I'm blind, I'm never gonna see him again. And that kind of bothers me, man. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I love my 8-year-old son. He just started 3rd grade. Give it up for Jared. Yeah, Jared. And so, Yeah, I don't leave him at home alone because we don't have that type of Obamacare insurance to cover any injuries. So he has to come along for all our shows and everything. But I love my son because he makes me Father of the Year every year, man. It makes me feel good. Even though I can't drive him around, different places, I still spend time with him. And he told me the other day, Daddy, you're Daddy of the Year. And I said, son, I don't think I deserve that. Because half of the time, I don't even know he's there. I don't, man. But don't call DHS or Adult Protective Services. I'm there in his life. Actually, I helped deliver him. I had the gloves on, no worries. Yeah, you don't have to have a degree to deliver a baby. You just got to have the gloves on. I think. At least that's what Ben Carson said. But anyway. But one thing you guys would be excited about for me is that I'm an ORU grad. Woo! Yes. I'm glad that no one really clapped because I wasn't happy either when I found out I owed $200,000 in student loans. Yeah, you know what that means. Oral robbers rob me blind. Yeah. When I die, I don't want to see Jesus, I want to see oral. Yeah. And if I can get that with praying hands to fit in my apartment, it belongs to me. I spent $200,000 on an education. And you guys aren't going to believe what my bachelor's is in journalism. I haven't read books in years. Yeah, it's kind of sad, man, but it's okay. Yeah, it's too bad. I can't get my money back. Can't get your money back after you read the books. Yeah, that's college for you. And then someone made up this horrible rumor or rule, I don't know what it is, but in order for you to be successful, they say, in Oklahoma, you have to graduate from OU or OSU. And I think that's horrible. There's been so many interviews I went on, and all they ever asked is, Leon, are you a Sooner or a cowboy? I was like, I just need a job, so I'm not homeless. Yeah, I'll be a cowboy as long as I'm not homeless. And so, needless to say, I didn't get the job. I mean, the other day I almost got beat up for wearing a TCC shirt. It's like Tulsa Community College matters, you guys. But it's all good, man. Anybody in here grew up in the church? Make some noise if your parents made you go to church. Okay, that's good. Because if not, then I would have had to take the sign down. I don't want to get jumped by the seniors tonight. And so I don't want to offend. But my mom, man, she raised me in the church. But we went to one of those old school Baptist apostolic type of churches where we were there so long, the pastor put a sign outside the door that said, trapped in his presence. Because we were trapped. Nobody could leave the church. We were there all morning, Sunday school, afternoon, evening. And my thing was, I questioned my mother one time because I felt like she showed a lot of favoritism, okay? And I didn't like that. I felt like personally, my mother loved Jesus Christ more than her own kids. I did. Because all around the house, she had tons of pictures of Jesus hanging up, but only 2 pictures of me. The day I was born and the day I moved out. I was just like this. And she still has that picture. When I go back to visit, she's like, you can't stay that long. You gotta get back to Tulsa. Because she's in St. Louis, yeah. Unless I help her with the rent, then I can stay for 30 days. Yeah, only 30, sometimes 31. But it's tough, man. And the thing about it is, you guys, you gotta hear me out. Like, the one mistake I made was I questioned her faith. You never question your mother's faith. But I did one day. I said, Mom, come here. And she came, and I said, Mom, correct me if I'm wrong, but 2,000 years ago, cameras didn't work or even exist. So who took these pictures of Jesus? Man, my mom pimp slapped me so hard, it felt like I got hit with 66 books, but it was just one Bible. That's how hard my mom slaps. That's probably why I'm blind today. 18 years of pimp slapping. It was tough, you guys. But it's okay. I had a rough childhood, but God got me to Burgundy Place safe. And so please do not call the Tulsa police. It's not a First 48 comedy show. But I love my mom. I love my mom. Anybody in here ever been married longer than 30 years? Make some noise. Okay. The reason I like to say that is because I like to talk about love. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? And so back in the day, before I got married to my beautiful wife in the back, I used to date a blonde white woman. Yeah, she was blonde, all right. And even though she was blonde, I still thought it was love at first sight. Yeah. But she dumped me after 2 months, you guys. She said, Leon, I want to see other people. And I was upset about that until God sent me her. Come on down, babe. The price is right. She's going to help me now with my favorite segment of my comedy shows where I get to remove my shades. I get a little insecure, man, with this whole losing the sight thing, but it's all good. It's all good. Are you guys okay with me? Do I look scary? Okay. I don't want you guys calling Channel 6. Yeah, there was a scary comedian off of Lewis. Yeah, come on down. Okay, so I'm gonna put that right there just for the time being. And then my wife is gonna put up these signs for us. Now, this part of the comedy show, we call it Times Have Changed. Now, it's all pretty much memorized, but my wife helps me just in case I forget. But now that I'm getting Social Security, I'm only 36 years old. How in the world did I fast forward life 30 years, right? Well, the fact that I'm 30 years ahead of the game, I couldn't help but notice some things, you guys. And my next door neighbor's name is Miss Betty and Randy, right? Miss Betty and Mr. Randy Guthrie. You don't know them, so don't worry. Don't get out the yearbook. But when I go with them, they say, Leon, can you come with us so we can go grocery shopping? And I help them out. They're in their 70s. I love doing it, right? But one thing I've noticed when I arrive at Walmart is this. There's a lack of electrical carts for the seniors. And so I have to be very careful because Randy, right, he's in his 70s, so it was a different time frame. So he tells me, Leon, jump out of my car, and you see that elderly, nice Caucasian woman with the electrical cart? Go take it from her. I'm like, no, I'm not going to jail just because Walmart only has 2 electrical carts when we go. So don't worry, you guys don't have to leave Burgundy Place. I'll go and protest this week, okay? Don't worry about that. The second thing I want to inform you guys, I used to work at Taco Bueno. Did you know if you're over the age of 65, you can go and get a senior discount? Yes. So in the middle of the night, after Miss Sonia has gone home, and you want to break out a Burgundy Place, because I know you can jump off the windows if you can. Some of you guys seen Superman, the first one. And so Taco Bueno, you go over there, not this one, they closed this one because they weren't giving the people the senior discount. So don't worry, you got to go to 91st and Sheridan, you know, and you can get your free tacos, because I used to work there. I'll know, I'll hook you up, I'll remember you. So you just come through and say, hey, I live my life. That's the code word. Don't forget the code word, I live my life. And you gotta put a little attitude on it too. I live my life. And then come in with the walker, and then I'll throw in the extra bean burrito. Yeah. I'm gonna hook you up. All right, so the third, yeah. See, this generation, right? 2019, the younger generation, they have this new thing out called Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash. So what that means, if you guys are unfamiliar, if you want to order any types of food, right? Now I know you have a special chef that makes special meals for you, right? But if you want to order whatever you want to order, any type of greasy food, right? High cholesterol food, you can call Uber Eats and they'll bring it right to you. But you guys were the first Uber Eats back in the day. You remember this? The milkman delivery driver, yes. You guys created that. And I thought we were the first with Uber Eats. No, you guys had the delivery truck driver. You got your eggs, you got your milk. Let me see what else my mother-in-law told me. Yeah, that's about it that I can remember. Okay, so, and the number one thing that my grandmother never got rid of, man, we tried our best to get rid of this, but she had it for over 30 plus years, and I don't like them, but you will be able to relate. Turn it around, babe. The rotary phone. I know, my hand almost exploded too. And the thing I don't like about the rotary phone, check this out, Burgundy Place. Today in 2019, if someone was trying to rob me, all I have to do is take out my iPhone and say, Siri, police, help! And the police will come, save my life. But with the rotary phone, no. It would go something like this. Oh, someone wants my money. 9. Do, 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 do. Too late. Time to see God. And Oral Roberts. And the next line. Okay, if the White House, for whatever reason, is late on sending your retirement check or SSI check, this is who you need to call if you get low on money. Your grandkids! You done gave to them, now it's time for them to give to you. Okay? And so it's all good. And then, what's this next one? Oh, the healthiest drink in the world. I created it a few weeks ago, and I'm so proud about this new creation. If you guys drink this, you will live to the age of 200. Turn it around. Vegan water. I don't know why, but everybody in America is vegan now. Okay, but I don't make the rules, I just want the paycheck. So vegan water, you can get me for cases after the show. Who are the 3 most important people in this place, at Burgundy Place, other than Miss Sonia? Turn it around. Your caregivers, make some noise for your caregivers. Yes, even for the ones that call off of work all the time, we still want to show them some love and support too. Okay. Oh, what are seniors most, how are they most influenced? And the number 1 influence in the world. Oh, okay, turn this around, this one's good. It's the Face app. You guys don't understand, everybody wants to look like you today. All we have to do is download on the iPhone. You can't do it on your flip phone. Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Conley, you want to put that flip phone away. Okay, but I'm telling you, the Face app is taking over. I took a picture, what I would look like at 97, and I still look like Denzel Washington. Oh my goodness, okay. And what are seniors most blamed for in Oklahoma? Turn it around. Car accidents on the Broken Arrow Expressway. You cannot drive an Oldsmobile or a Cadillac 5 miles per hour on the BA. I'm sorry. You will be on the Channel 2 News. Okay? I don't make the rules. Alright? If Travis Myers can't get it right with the weather, then I can make mistakes too. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the most important one. Now, let me just say this before my wife turns it around. We all make mistakes. No one in here is perfect, okay? But a lot of you guys have made a huge mistake on who you put your will in, your inheritance, who you're gonna leave your money behind. And so I will go ahead and help you tonight who you should be leaving it behind for. Okay, we're gonna turn it around. It's what? Now I said, it's okay, we all make mistakes. You just gotta go back to your room after the show, erase those old family names, and put our name. Now if you need the correct spelling, I can send you an email or a text. Right there on this guy. I got you. Give it up for my wife. Give it up for my wife, man. Oh my goodness, man. I've been married to my wife for 15 years and I love it, but I also have my struggles. Now I'm gonna be careful what I say because I'm too tall to sleep on the couch. Yes, I don't have a Mathis Brothers couch anymore, and so I gotta be very careful. But no one told me in marriage that my wife was gonna be in control over all of my money. I mean, she's in control over my checking account, my savings account, and most recently, my disability check. So what that means is her and President Trump are working as a team. She's taking my paycheck and he's taking my taxes. I'm gonna be at the day center in no time. Yeah, I need some donations, man. Thank God Victor's right there. So I can get some donations. But it's all good. My wife, she inspires me not to give up. You know, when she goes to school at Jinx, she gives me a long list of chores. Now, I'm glad I'm blind because I can't read them all. Yeah, I'm for real. Like, she wants me to take out the trash, do the dishes, and then there's this new chore that she created that all women are addicted to within a marriage. She wants me to keep the toilet seat clean. Let me keep it real, Burgundy Place. I used the bathroom like an NBA player. I missed the shot and hit the rim. But it's not on purpose. I gotta do what I have to do to survive. And then now she's trying to change my eating habits, and I get it. She wants me to be healthy so I can see my son grow up. But she wants me to become a vegan, and I was a vegan for 2 days. And then I put in my 2 weeks notice. I'm never going back. Because think about it. All my life I've been eating chicken quesadillas with extra queso, extra chili sauce, extra fried chicken, extra barbecue. Okay, you can go ahead and call the cops now. I'm getting too close. Okay, I'm getting too close. In Tulsa, there's a limit. You know what I'm saying? There's a limit. I get it. I can see. Okay, I'm an eyewitness. If you call the cops, this kind of. But no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I'm addicted to quesadillas. So all of a sudden, I'm supposed to stop eating quesadillas to eat a bowl of lettuce? That's not adding up. So I did away with that, man. I'm sorry. But my wife, we make sure that we go to church and we do everything as a family, you know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of like the police at church. I'm always watching the seniors, making sure they don't come into church with pajamas on. Stop going to church with pajamas on, seniors. I'm for real. Lady came in, she was like 92 years old last week at Victory. I kid you not. And she went right to the back of the church with her pajamas on and laid in the bed. And I asked her, I said, ma'am, what are you doing? She said, resting in the Lord. I was like, ma'am, this is not the Holiday Inn. Go home and get decent. Or stay home and watch the podcast. I'm for real, man. And another thing, seniors, while I'm thinking about it, stop sending your retirement check to Pastor Mike Murdoch. Because that's a pyramid scheme. Because there's something wrong with a pastor wearing a $10,000 suit at 3 in the morning. And so when your caregiver says it's bedtime, don't be up at 3 in the morning trying to write a check. You can send a bad check, but don't send a good check. I'm sorry. You can just send the rest to the will, you know, since you guys already put my name down. You know, and Miss Sonia, she has crayons and paper if you need a spelling and everything. I don't want to miss anybody. We drove a long way. We came all the way from Muskogee. Not this way. No one lives in Muskogee. We live right up the street. I told you I'm an ORU grad. I made smart choices in life. Okay? Yeah. So it's all good, man. And so in life, you got to encourage people. I did a retirement show not too long ago. And we had to calm one of the ladies down. I mean, sometimes people get excited at my shows, but don't get too excited, man. And so one of the ladies, you know, I don't know, she was in her 80s or 90s, and she actually thought I was Morgan Freeman. I said, hold up, Miss Daisy. I am not Morgan Freeman. So they sent her down to memory care. Then try to calm her down and remind her that, no, this is Leon the Jokester, the one that was on Channel 6 News last week. But she was like, no, that's Morgan Freeman from Lean on Me. Shawshank Redemption. Connie, Shawshank Redemption. You remember that one? Y'all remember? Man, I think she was my babysitter. I don't know why. But But yeah, man, so it's all good. Now, Morgan Freeman, I'm not a big fan, but if the lady would have said, "Oh, he looks like Denzel Washington," okay. I would have let her go on that one, but not Shawshank Redemption. And so, but recently, my optometrist, she gave me some good news and bad news, you guys. And I said, "Okay, doc, what's the good news?" She said, "We found a cure for your eye disease, retinitis pigmentosa." I said, "Okay, what's the bad news?" She said, "It's gonna cost $800,000. I said, "Time out, do I look like Bishop T.D. Jakes? I don't have 800 grand. She said, "Calm down, we can put you on a payment plan." And I said, no. And so I went to church and I came up with a great plan. Now I'm gonna go to jail for doing this, because you always go to jail when you do this. But I thought about breaking into the doctor's mansion in Oklahoma City. But if I do that, I'm taking 2 people from Victory Christian Center with perfect vision to keep a watch out. Because if I go down, the whole body of Christ is coming with me. Yeah, I'm not going into prison alone. Blind? Big Jamal may come up to me and say, "Give me your cornbread." And I'm going to give it. I'm going to say, "Here, you can take it. I'm a vegan now." Yeah, that's how I'm going to do that. And then I don't know if you guys noticed recently, there's this bus. They call it the disability bus. I like to call it the lift, right? I can ride the lift. Let me tell you, I was at church, and the Lyft driver, for some odd reason, you guys, wants to drop me off in front of the church. And I said, "No, drop me off in the back of the church." I'm going to tell you why. Because we all know, if I get dropped off in the front of the church, everyone who's ever been to church before knows, if they find out that you have an eye disease or a disability of any kind, of any sort, what do they want to do? Lay hands on you. I don't know where your nasty hands have been. Don't touch me. Because I came up with an idea. When I go down to the altar, I don't normally see Germ X to wash my hands. So my wife approved of this. So if I get in trouble, it's on her. I decided from now on, when I go to church and the saints are coming at me to try to lay hands on me, I keep an extra can of pepper spray in my back pocket. Because if I'm blind, so are they going to be blind. Burgundy Place, that's my time. But before you go, I do like to just share briefly. My wife already did it, but 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with an eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa. I thought that it was going to be all over for me, right? Then I got this vision from God that, no, you can not spend the rest of your days in the basement, locked up, chained up, and just waste your life away. God gave me this vision that was so awesome. He said, you're going to go around, impact people's lives, and you're going to travel all around the world, and you're going to keep doing comedy, right? I said, well, how am I going to be able to do that without being able to see everything? Because I don't want to end up getting on the wrong plane and end up in Africa. And so God was like, no, it's okay. I'm going to put people around you. You'll be able to go out and have a great time. And so I said, okay, let's do it. And because of my faithfulness in that, we came up with the scripture in 2 Corinthians 5:7 to walk by faith and not by sight. So sometimes in life you may not think everything is going well, but it doesn't matter what's going on around you. All you got to do is just keep your faith and stay strong through it all. Right, Burgundy Place?
Yes.
Okay, well give it up, because that's the end of the show. But I mean, the cookies are on the way though, so we can still have the cookies and milk and the Chip-Ahoys and the Oreo cookies. But you guys have been great. Thank you for the time.
I'm mad dash for the walkers.
Thank you so much.